find the equation of the line that contains 2 points, and I'm going to let the first point be at coordinates 2, 3, and the second point be at coordinates 5, 5. So now, since we have 2 points, we can find the slope and use the slope-intercept form, which is, I'm going to write on the side, y minus y1 is equal to m, which is the slope, times x minus x1. So now, first thing we have to do is find the slope. So the slope is the change in y over the change in x, rise over run, if you will. So it's going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's label our points. Let's let P1 be at coordinates x1, y1, and P2 be at coordinates x2, y2. So now we just plug in y2, 5 minus y1, 3, over x2 minus x1. So we have 5 minus 3, that's 2, and then 5 minus 2 is 3. So our slope is 2/3. So now, since we have our slope and we have a point, which is x1, y1, we can just plug it into this formula. Now, if you want, you can plug it into this formula, right? Where you have, instead of using x1, y1, you use x2, y2. The only thing I want you to keep in mind is that these little subscripts, they have to stay the same within each equation. So you can never have y minus y2 is equal to m times x minus x1, right? They have to be 1, 1, or 2, 2. But let's do the first one. So our new equation looks like, y minus y1, which is 3, is equal to m, which is 2/3, times x minus x1. So now, simplifying, we get y minus 3 is equal to 2/3 x minus 2, minus 2 times 2/3. And remember, when you're multiplying, the numerators multiply the numerators and the denominators multiply the denominators. So we can just rewrite this simply as 4/3. So let's do that. So y minus 3 is equal to 2/3 x minus 4/3. And then, since we have like terms, and we usually like writing our answer in terms of the slope-intercept form, we want to add a 3 to each side of the equation. So our new equation looks like y is equal to 2/3 x minus 4/3 plus 3. And now, combining these two, you want to multiply the top and bottom by the LCD so you can get a 3 in the bottom. So you want to have a denominator of 3 here. So you multiply by 3/3. So our equation looks like y is equal to 2/3 x minus 4/3 plus 9/3. And now, since these two have the same denominator, we can just combine them. So our final equation looks like y is equal to 2/3 x, and then minus 4 plus 9 over 3 is 5 over 3, right? Yes. So our final equation is y is equal to 2/3 x plus 5/3, and that's the equation of the line which contains the points 2, 3 and 5, 5.